Hey there, you great people. I hope you're doing so well. As you can see, I have got my local River Kensey behind me here, but this is not going to be just another one of those fishing videos. I'm going to try out something completely new today. I've been thinking, it's really hard a lot of the time for me to get a hold of worms for bait for trout fishing any of the rivers around here, never mind this one. And if I do want to get worms, most of the time I'd have to pay £3 to get the bus up to the garden centre, which I've shown on my channel. Then the worms about £5 or £6 for a small tray of them now, so you're talking £9 or £10 just for a little bit of trout bait. So I've been researching into it, and I've got free bait all around me. I've been really thinking, one of the favourite foods of the trout is the small minnows. The small live minnows, the little fish we get in the river, is one of the favourite trout's food because they're everywhere in the river. There's thousands of them, honestly. So I've looked at my local laws and bylaws and rules for this river and other rivers in the Devon and Cornwall area, and it's perfectly legal to catch minnows as long as you use the minnows as live bait or dead bait in the same body of water or same river where you caught them. I.e., if I put a little trap down the side here, which I'm going to do in a minute, and I catch some minnows and I use them to fish in the same river on any part of it for the 8 or whatever miles it runs, then that is perfectly legal. What my bag is literally over there behind the tree, as you can see near the road. I'm going to bring it down to the tree here. I'm going to show you the little homemade minnow trap I I've made, very simple minnow trap I made after looking online. And then once I've shown you it very quickly, I'm going to leave it just in the water, just off the side. I can already see loads of minnows with a little bit of bread in for bait. Give it probably 20 minutes, half an hour, and then pull it out. I'll show you whether I've caught any minnows for bait. Let me go and get my bag and I'll show you the minnow trap in a moment. So as you can see, I've got my little minnow trap here. What I've done is I've took a 1 litre plastic water bottle and I've cut out the top and like the lid and got rid of that, so we've got a bigger opening. I've then made 2 little holes either side here where I've tied some of this string. I've made it quite long in case you use it on other rivers, about 5 foot long. Cause, like I said, in case you use it on other rivers where it's a little bit deeper down to the bottom. We've also got nice stone here, which is from home, which I'm going to put in the bottom of this because obviously we need to weigh it down to the bottom. And then I brought some pita bread, which I'm going to break up into bits. I'm going to press so it stinks and stays in the bottom of the minnow trap. And then what we're going to do, we're going to lower this literally just down the side in the margin here. Someone's already been, as you can see, if you see all the white bits on the bottom, and thrown some bread flake and bird feed in, and I can already see a load of minnows already. I might even put this in the water and put you down there with it. Maybe put the GoPro next to the trap so you can see for yourselves. Give me a moment. I'm just going to put the stone in the bottom of this and put some bait, and let's get it in the water and see if I can catch some live minnows. Right, time to set the trap. And like I said, once I've got this in properly in a moment, I'm going to put you, GoPro, and you viewers, down on the bottom next to this trap just to see if any minnows go in. I'm probably going to need to put some water in it like that. You can already see the bits of bread, some of it's staying in, some of it's coming out, and that is just perfect. Now you can see it down there, but we're really right in close right here. Let's get back on the bottom again, and let me leave a string up here. That looks all right up to now. Let's give that a moment. I'll get the GoPro out of this case and with all the rest, and I'll put you down in the water, and hopefully you will be able to see some fish going in there. So as you can see, I'm still down the river here, but this is actually the next day now. After having the trap in the water for the minnows for probably a few hours, no minnows. So I've gone back online and I've changed the trap slightly. As you can see now, rather than the huge opening, what I've done is I've cut the top of the bottle off, removed the cap, I've placed it in there with just like skewer, a bit of wood, and I've got some bait here. I've got a mixture of some bread and some like fish pellets, different types of fish and trout pellets. So let's get this trap, the newly devised, revised, whatever you want to call it, trap in the water with some bait just in the margin down here, like I was just saying, and hopefully we can catch some minnows. I can already see a couple in and around here, so yeah, let's get the trap in and wish me luck catching some of these live minnows. So, as you can see, we actually have success for once, which is bloody rare at the moment. Caught a load of minnows, and the one in the middle there, that one, is absolutely huge. But I said this is a little bit of a test and experiment today with this homemade minnow trap with the bait in the bottom that you see, the bits of bread floating, and those little trout fishing pellets. But in the future I will be using these for bait, and on a river like here, I've checked on the Environment Agency website, which governs fishing and fishing rules here in England, and in the future I'll be using these for bait, because on their website it says that if you catch minnows using a trap like I've made here, you can use those as bait for the big trout that I catch out of this river, as long as you use them in the same river. So if I catch them in this river, I can use them as bait in this river. I'm not going to be doing that today, and that might sound cruel, but do you know what? The actual trout in this river eat these for fun anyway, and there is absolutely millions of these things. I hope you enjoyed this video anyway, with a rather wet lens now. Been in the water. Bit of fun today anyway, well, over 2 days. Obviously, if you watch from the start of the video, I tried out the trap to start with. I've revised the trap slightly and it has finally worked. I'm going to put these minnows back in the water now, and I'll join you, or please join me for the next video, which will be exciting, by the way.